At 11, Oregon state lawmakers have adjourned after being hung up in Salem all day today following hours of delays. They gathered at the Capitol for a special session to pass Governor Tina Kotek's $5 billion transportation bill. This bill would raise taxes to preserve about 500 ODOT jobs. But lawmakers hit some major delays even before the session got going. When the Senate convened, they were not able to pass special session rules. And then the House session was delayed multiple hours because they didn't have a quorum. The House needs 40 members to show up, but they only had 39. A Democratic lawmaker's plane was reportedly delayed. Well, they've since returned and the quorum was reached about 8 o'clock this evening. Lawmakers need to fix a $350 million shortfall in the transportation budget. The plan from the governor and Democrats would increase the gas tax by 6 cents, increase registration fees by $42, and increase title fees by $139. It would also increase the employee payroll tax from 0.1% to 0.2%. Now, this morning, while the Senate was in session, Republican leaders said that they're proposing an amendment that would not raise any taxes or fees.
This legislation doesn't mandate a change in use. The legislation gives them the authority to be able to prioritize within all of the resources available to them, highest and best use, core function, and then nice to have additional needs. And I think that's the proper way for the state to actually approach all budgets.
So as we mentioned earlier, the Senate convened quickly to set the rules for the session, but the House spent hours just trying to meet quorum. Fox 12's Ward Jollis followed the drama in Salem tonight and has more.
Yeah, the Senate did exactly what they needed to do. They gavelled in at 9 a.m. and set the rules for this session. But when it was the House's turn at 11 a.m., they did not have a quorum. That's because the magic number here was 40 people. House Republicans only sent 4 people to the session, and Democrats had planned to send 36, the bare minimum to meet that 40-person quorum. So when a couple Democrats ran into issues getting here, the House simply could not convene. One Democrat, Representative Andrea Valderrama, was on vacation and her flight home was canceled. She finally arrived later in the afternoon on Friday, and then hours later, around 8:15, the House was able to begin. The bill was read, the rules for the session finally set. So now the work can finally begin to debate this $5 billion transportation bill that, yes, includes tax hikes, but would prevent about 500 ODOT workers from getting laid off and provide funding to roads. We spoke with lawmakers on both sides after the late start to the session about what happened and what's next.
They have told us all along that they would have 36 votes on their side of the aisle, and that was their reason for not negotiating with us. Come to find out, we get here today and they don't have 36 people in the room, let alone 36 votes to pass this measure. It's very important that we create as much opportunity as we can for Oregonians to be a part of this process, and we're certainly not going to expedite anything on behalf of Democrats that want to make life more expensive for Oregonians.
We're here. We ought to move forward on the plan to help our transportation system and help you and me and Ward and all the viewers out there from being able to get to their jobs, to get to their vacation, to take their kids to school, because we need to fix our roads, and that's what we're here to do.
Now, it is worth noting that there were several ODOT workers, lobbyists, and others who wanted to testify, but who had to leave because of these extensive delays. House Minority Leader Drazen says those people will still get an opportunity to testify about the bill on Sunday when the House reconvenes. But certainly after these extensive delays, leaders on both sides of the aisle just happy that this process is finally moving forward. And they say they plan on working through the long Labor Day weekend with hopes of getting this bill to a floor vote within the next few days. But for now, reporting in Salem, I'm Ward Jollis, Fox 12 Oregon.